everybody, in this video we're going to have a little chat on why isn't manifesting working for you. You're doing all these steps, you're doing everything right, and things aren't just working out. You're not manifesting what you want. And by the way, what does Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fight have to do with this message on law of attraction, law of assumption, and why things aren't working for you? I just got done watching the fight. And this is a true story, what happened to me, but I'll get to that story in a second. So let's go back to you feeling law of attraction, law of assumption, or manifesting in general isn't really working for you, okay? Sometimes I'll get a lot of messages. I'm starting to get a lot of messages on YouTube. And so sometimes the messages are, well, I'm doing all the Neville Goddard techniques. I'm living in the end, doing the imagination, but it's not working. I've been wanting the same thing for 7 months and it's not working. Why isn't it working? And that's kind of a loaded question, okay? Because lots of times what happens really when we take Neville Goddard, for example, it sounds very simple. It is, okay? Kind of simplicity is in everything, okay? But we kind of have bad habits. I have bad habits. And these bad habits kind of block us from manifesting, as fast as we could, or as fast as things should come. We kind of block it by our bad habits or by little bad habits that we have, okay? And when we talk about law of attraction, lots of times we have to, in the beginning phases, we focus on us because we have to know me. You have to know you, okay? You have to be really, really honest with yourself and really pay attention to certain habits that you have, okay? And I'll give you an example, okay? Now, this is where the Jake Paul and the Tommy Fury fight comes into play. I did watch the fight. Okay, Tommy Fury won. So if you watched it, you know he won. I'm not here to discuss the fight, but I'm going to take you through the process of me watching the fight and making a decision to purchase the fight. Okay, so last week I kind of just remembered that, I think this fight's going on. So I looked it up on Google and to see when the fight was going on. And so it happened to be this weekend. Then yesterday was Saturday. I thought it was going on Saturday, so I thought I missed it. So then when I woke up today, Sunday, I checked and it's like, I didn't miss it. It's actually today. The fight's on Sunday. And I kind of really wanted to watch the fight. So, I don't know why. I was just in that mood to really watch the fight. And I knew you had to pay for it. I knew it was on pay-per-view and stuff like that. And it was $60. But I really wanted to watch the fight. But in this decision of me really wanting to do it, this is where bad habits, or the bad habits that we have, you might not have my bad habits. You might be able to relate. We all have different bad habits that we do that kind of block us from manifesting as fast as we could. Okay, one of the things I struggle with is decision making. Making a firm decision, making a quick decision, and not changing my mind with that decision. Okay, and that's really from my upbringing. Okay, my parents didn't really, when I was kind of growing up, even as a kid, a young teenager, an older teenager, and when I went through college, they pretty much made decisions for me. So when you grow up like that in that atmosphere, not that atmosphere is negative, but when you have someone constantly making decisions for you, as an adult, you become very indecisive. Okay, you sit on the fence most of the time. You can't make a decision, or you wait too long and a decision is made for you, either by circumstances or by other people. So, and I continually struggle with this. I have not mastered this. I really have to be on it to make decisions, quick decisions. So anyway, about this fight, okay, I really wanted to watch the fight. I was in a mood to watch the fight because I've kind of been really busy working hard. So I was really in a mood to relax and watch the fight. But I couldn't make a decision. I was struggling in my own mind that, what should I? I could be working on YouTube. I could be doing other things or visiting my sister or my family. Do I really want to watch the fight? Okay, do I really want to put the time in to watch the fight? I really wanted to watch the fight, but I'm struggling. I'm doing this internal conflict in my mind. And remember, when we're having this internal conflict, for one, that creates confusion. Okay, creates confusion with your subconscious mind. So when you create confusion in your mind, for one, when you're looking at manifesting, your mind don't know what to manifest because you're creating confusion because you can't make a decision. You can't make a firm decision. Either you're too indecisive, or you overthink like I do, or you overanalyze like I do. But anyway, the fight starts at 2 p.m. Okay, I know since last week I really want to watch this fight. Then I thought I missed it because I thought it was on Saturday and I forgot about it on Saturday. Then I find out it's on Sunday morning. Okay, Sunday morning I knew the fight was at 2 p.m. But I'm still wrestling with, should I, watch this fight? Then I started thinking about, okay, another kicker to throw in here. Then I started thinking about, I'm gonna go back to Thailand. Okay, I'm here visiting my family, my sister, my mom, brother-in-law, and nephew, and stuff like that. Been back here about 5-6 months. So I'm going back sometime this summer, June, July, something like that. So of course, when I'm going back, I'm working hard, saving money. So then, of course, my mind goes to, well, I'm saving money, so I don't really want to spend money on myself. So I'm going back to Thailand, so I want to plan for that. Even though it's only $60, makes sense, that's another thing I start thinking about, is that, saving money and not want to spend money on myself. Now, another thing growing up, and I don't know why I'm like this, my mom told me I was like this from a little kid on up. Now, I can't remember, maybe I've heard, arguments between my mom and dad really little about arguing over money or something. I don't know what made me like this as a kid, but as a kid growing up, I never spent money on myself. If my mom, gave me money to, if we went to a festival, if she gave me like $20 to go to a festival, when I came home, I would still have the $20. I didn't spend it. You know what I mean? If she gave me money to go buy a toy in a store, I would bring her back the same amount of money. I didn't buy that toy. So I was really stingy with money growing up. Okay, I didn't spend money. I wouldn't buy stuff for myself. And that kind of, transpired, if I can talk, or kind of moved into adulthood. That's how I was as a kid. So as adulthood, it kind of moved into adulthood where I don't really spend money on myself. I'll spend money on other people. I'll spend money on business, but I don't really spend money on myself. I struggle with that. So that's another thing to kind of throw in there with me wrestling with this decision, okay, about purchasing the Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fight. Okay, so basically what happened, I started wrestling with that. I thought, well, I want to save money, so I'm going back to Thailand. I don't want to spend money on a corny fight, even though I really want to watch it. And I couldn't make up my mind, make a decision. So finally, I caught myself and I said, you know what, enough is enough. Okay, I'm being indecisive. I'm not making a decision. I really want to do it. Okay, when you really want to do something, just do it. Okay, and you have to have fun. Okay, you can't be an entrepreneur. You can't work and not have fun. Okay, when you want to manifest things to you, you have to have fun. You have to do stuff that you enjoy. You have to do stuff that puts you in that joy mood. Makes sense. And the fight, was kind of put me in a joy mood because I really wanted to watch it for some reason. So finally I said, enough's enough. But I was still struggling. To make this decision. So, it's literally like, the fight starts at 2 p.m. It's literally like 2, probably, no, not 2. It was 1:40. It was 1:40 p.m. and I'm still struggling if I'm going to purchase this fight or not. So I'm like, enough's enough. So then I thought, okay, well, it's getting late. Now this is where circumstances come into play. I'm thinking, well, it's already like 1:40, starts at 2 p.m. It's kind of late. By the time I figure out how to purchase it, whatever, the fight's already going to be on. So I might miss it. So that's what I mean by circumstance. So when circumstances come in, we purposely wait long, or wait too long, where circumstances basically take over and make that decision for you. And another example of this is that, have you ever wanted to purchase a plane ticket to either go on vacation or go home visit family? And besides purchasing it, 5-6 months ahead of time, when it's cheaper, you can't make a decision. You become indecisive. Sorry, I feel like I'm stumbling over my words. My lips are getting dry. Sorry about that. And I don't edit this stuff out, so you have to bear with me. And I do this all the time when I purchase flights. I don't make a decision right away, even though I want to do it. And I purposely wait, till that month that I'm going to travel. And I look at the tickets just to find out they tripled in price or quadrupled in price. And then it's like, dude, I don't want to pay 4 times, and then I just don't go. That's an example of letting circumstances make the decision for you. Okay. So it's like 1:40 p.m. and I'm still struggling. I'm kicking myself inside because I can feel myself being like needy and tight and stingy with money. And at the same time, I want to do it. I want to purchase it, even though it's only $60. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to call my brother-in-law, because my sister and brother-in-law only live, a few minutes away. So I called my brother-in-law and I said, hey, you want to watch this fight? It's Jake Paul, Tommy Fury. Now, he didn't really know who Jake Paul was or Tommy Fury, but he's like, sure, So I said, okay, cool. I'll come over, I'll buy it, and then we'll watch it. So that's what I did. By the time I got over to my sister's, it's like 1:50, and I said, hey, you have to download the ESPN app. Then I'll pay for it, the ESPN Plus. Then I'll pay for the fight. So that's what I did. And I did do it, okay? But, I caught myself, and but all my bad habits were kind of like fireworks. Like, one was hitting me here, one was hitting me here. I had like 2-3 bad habits hit me all at the same time, okay? And I'll go through them really quick with you. One I brought up was being indecisive, not making a decision, okay? If you want to do something, make a decision to do it, boom, and just do it, okay? Quick decision makers are normally wealthy people, okay? The quicker you make a decision, the more successful you are, okay? And that's always stuck with me, like if you read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And that's something, I continually have to work on with myself. But that's, you're talking about, I was this way as a child on up. Okay. So that blocks, okay, when you're indecisive, how that blocks manifesting is because it creates confusion in the mind. Okay, a confused mind, basically creates chaos. So a confused mind, your mind don't know what to manifest to you. You are manifesting, okay, it is working, but what's manifesting to you, you don't want. Because your mind don't know what to give you. It's just giving you stuff because your mind's confused. Because you're indecisive. Okay. That's one. Okay. Another thing that was creeping in was about the money. Even though it's cheap, $60, okay, I can easily afford it. But my mind totally went to maybe a defense mechanism of, well, I want to save for Thailand. I really don't want to just splurge money on myself all the time. So, I don't know. But in that, when I started thinking that way, and this is why I caught myself, is because I really started feeling, I had that feeling come over me where I was just like, tight, trying to hold on to money, trying not to spend. And I don't know if you've ever felt that way before, where you feel so tight you can't spend. When you feel that way, when you're trying to hold on to something so tight, or you become needy, trying to hold on and not let go, okay, what manifesting does, it pretty much kind of expels from you. You kind of repel things from you. But you're trying to hold on to it so tight, okay? You're almost trying to control the how. You're not just letting go and letting it be. You wanna hang on to it. And as you're trying to hang on to it, you're trying to force it to happen. Okay, when you're trying to force something to happen, everything basically runs from you on a manifesting side of things. So that's how I felt it kind of come over me. Like, oh my God, like just over $60. Like I kind of feel this way. I can't spend money because, I'm going to go back to Thailand. I don't want to get in a habit of getting in my accounts and spending money. And that's pretty much what it is. And, I felt myself just kind of cringing on the inside, not physically, but on the inside. I had a death grip on my money. And once I felt that, I thought, I need to let go. Stop having this death grip on my money and kind of release it. Release my money. But kind of let go of it. Then, okay, that's going on. Okay, two things are going on. Okay. And the third thing that was going on is I really wanted to do it. Okay. Deep down, I really wanted to do it. I was going to have fun doing it. And I was trying to limit myself having fun. Even though, for part of my work, I really do what I love. But coming with that as an entrepreneur, lots of times I can become a workaholic, okay, where I'm constantly working, but I'm not so much having fun or doing things I enjoy all the time or doing other hobbies than just entrepreneurship. So then that started creeping in, is that, what, you have to set time aside. You have to have fun and enjoy life. Okay, when you have fun, you up your vibration. No matter what it is, it doesn't have to be serious. You can be a gamer, playing a game, watching TV, like myself, watching the Jake Paul and a Tommy Fury fight. If that brings me joy in that moment, well, I'm in that vibration and I'm going to manifest. Okay, things are going to start coming to me because I'm having joy. Makes sense? And a fourth thing that starts happening, remember when you're indecisive, okay, I didn't want to spend money, so I'm kind of hanging on to it. I'm tense all over the place. I wasn't relaxing, okay? That's why I always say, like sometimes in my videos, depending upon the topic of the video, because I try to stay on topic, because law of attraction, manifesting, it's a very broad topic. But when you're tense, okay, you can feel it when you're tense. You can feel it when you're nervous. You can feel it. You can feel it on the inside. That expels things from you, because whatever you're thinking about, whatever is drawing that tension to you, it's going to keep you in that lower vibration, and you're going to attract on that lower vibration. We need to relax and chill. Okay. Remember, at a relaxed state, things start coming to you. Okay. Sometimes when we just don't care about a situation, things start coming to us unexpectedly because we don't care. Okay. We're not overthinking it. We're not overanalyzing it. We just don't care. Okay. We're just going with the flow. Okay. That's why things start kind of coming to us. And that's why it's so important to have fun, be in that vibration of fun, do things you enjoy, because it puts you in that relaxed state. It's doing multiple things at the same time. And those are all kind of little things that was going on when I was trying to decide to make the purchase for the Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fight. And that's a true story. That's why I wanted to do this video. I know you might be disappointed I didn't show the fight, because I don't think I'm allowed to on YouTube anyway. I mean, I'm not too sure, but I wasn't going to show the fight anyway. But that's kind of what led to me to kind of have this talk, because this was like really true, true emotions I was having just to make something, just to do a simple purchase, have a simple fun for a few hours, and I was making it more difficult than it should be. Make sense? So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And hopefully that helps. And I'll see you in the next video.